Faulkner is one of the most successful self-made women that you've probably never heard of. Her company is called Epic Systems, and it is based in Verona, Wisconsin.
Epic Systems is a company that does electronic health records, which might not sound all that exciting.
What the company does really is basically like the backbone of a hospital. And the way that you would interact with it is, so you call your doctor, you go online and you make an appointment. That appointment scheduling is through the electronic health record. Then when you actually go visit your doctor and they figure out what's wrong with you, you get a prescription, that also goes in there. There are about 225 million people in the United States with an electronic health record in Epic.
Faulkner has been building Epic since 1979.
I didn't intend at all to have this career. I happened to write the original software, and everybody asked me to start a company, and I kept saying no until I finally said yes.
She created this system, and it was basically just a really fast and easy way to create a schedule that otherwise would have taken an extremely long time and a lot of people to do it. She started building a database and this was really, really innovative at the time. You could actually track a patient's record over time, from when, the first time that they went to see the doctor to the next time that they went to see the doctor. As the company grew, it added things like billing. It got a nicer user interface. And it was being used at outpatient clinics and then inpatient hospitals. Around 2009, the government started to get involved by really encouraging hospitals to adopt these electronic health records. Then there was legislation passed, and hospitals all of a sudden had a reason, and they had funding to really increase adoption. And Epic, it was reliable. Today, around 2,400 hospitals worldwide are using Epic.
Since Epic's founding in 1979, Faulkner has rejected outside investors, Wall Street financing, and acquisitions.
But that's also where Epic gets criticized, because people say that kind of build it alone mentality means that it's difficult to share data.
During the pandemic, Epic Systems stepped up to help.
Judy and Epic made a decision that they wouldn't charge their customers for COVID-19 related software. So this was like infection control software for all these pop-up hospitals that were starting to be built, many other pop-up hospitals like at the Javits Center. And still, they're no longer charging customers for those that kind of software. And Judy said there was like $500 million in foregone revenue that they didn't take in because they gave away all that stuff for free.
Forbes estimates Faulkner's 47% stake in Epic to be worth $6 billion, which makes her the second richest self-made woman in America.
Perseverance, speaking out, and speaking your mind and taking a stance on things, and not, I like the saying, what you put up with is what you stand for, and that's a high bar.
She has built this empire, or tiny empire, I would say, in Verona, Wisconsin. So Epic has around 10,800 employees, and the entire company revolves around this campus, which has, it's hard to describe. People have compared it to an adult Disney World, but there are just crazy buildings and all of these different themes like Alice in Wonderland and The Wizard of Oz and Harry Potter. There's a great hall.
People who know Judy all have the same thing to say.
And the first thing that everyone says, regardless of whether they like Judy or they're a critic of Judy, is that she's brilliant. That was the word I heard over and over again. She originally coded everything herself. She had, a real understanding of the fundamentals and what the company was building. And that is part of the success of Epic as it's grown, is that they build all of the software in-house. The thing about healthcare is it is so slow moving. And so Epic and everybody else, they have time to figure out what's next. but it definitely is an exciting moment for the industry. Judy doesn't talk publicly that much. She has this like very mythical status. Like if you're in healthcare circles and you say the name Judy, everyone knows who you're talking about. You don't have to say Judy Faulkner. I asked Judy what it's like to be one of the few women leaders in software. And her answer was that she just doesn't think about it that much. She's just a person doing work. And that's how she approaches it. She told me that as long as she's effective and bringing value to the company, that she will keep being the CEO. And so I think she's just going to keep working.